Okay, so yesterday we fixed, or we attempted to fix the play score issue. It was a bug where it was incorrectly calculating the score. I was using round score, which really should only have been used at the end of the round, so I modified everything to where now that is the case. It only is out at the end of the round. It uses the new play score in place of that. So let's go ahead and review. I said I need to review all these instances in progression. So let's go ahead and do that. So first of all, let's actually play score itself. And we'll just do a project search for round score. And then we're going to round score. And then we're going to Alright, here we go. So this is the new one. Some incense here. If it's out, I think it's out. Alright, so we have play score here, and created to take place of round score line 584 and elsewhere in progression bar to fix the round score bug. Okay, let's note now. We have at property, which is correct. The name of play score taking self play score equal to 0. That's going to be the calculation that we use throughout, the value that we use rather throughout this property. Then we iterate through the group, and we have play cards and melds in the meld group, and is correct because we want all the cards that have already been played, all the cards that are currently being to be included in this, but not well, hold up. Is this actually true though? Well, yeah, because there's pre-sort play cards, and then there's play cards. Those to be divided, because you have pre-sort play cards, right? This is yeah, pre-sort play cards is a whole card group. Let's see. As opposed to play cards, there's different card groups. Pre-sort play cards. Yeah, so that is correct, I believe. This is not going to include the cards that are not. These are going to include the cards that have actually made it to the play card. Let's see real quick. Let's run this. Because now I'm doubting myself. I'm like, wait a second. I want to make sure that this is right, obviously. Let me make sure this is going to work. I don't know if I've got this right. Okay. So that worked correctly. Let me just verify. Let's check. Do this. So 7s are worth 5 apiece, right? I think once you get to 8, then they're 10 apiece. So 7. Just add the Joker. Yeah, so that's 50, 60, so that's 60 points. Yeah, I mean that works. That's correct as far as I can tell. You know, we probably should add a meld requirement. and a display of the score. The thing with that is though, the score, well, we wouldn't like show the round score because then that would include all the negative. Um, I mean, we could do that. We could show the like meld score and then the like round score. Yeah, we could say like meld score and then round score. So the meld score would be like, for this player, it would be 50, 60. So it's only going to show you, you know, what's in your melds. If you have it would only show your melds, like including your Canasta bonuses and your red 3 bonuses. So it would include melds, Canastas, and red 3s. And then we would have the round score, and that would be everything including like a negative, to where if the other player was to go out at that point in time, you would have such and such points. So let's do that. So let's go over here. We'll add this to say add visual meld score. Create new score. We'll call it we could call it played cards score. We'll just call it melds score. Which will be displayed for each player. It should consist of melds. We don't have to put that like that. Melds, canastas, and should we include red 3s in it? Well, no, because that one's not going to be like negative. We don't want to include anything that could negative, because a red 3 could be negative if you don't have a canasta. But if you do have a canasta, then the red 3 is good. So it would consist of just melds and canastas. That's it. Not red 3s, since they could be negative. Well, I guess we should include the red 3 because then it will let them know. Yeah, but that's not actually accurate though, because that would be like the score that you would look at to see if you've met your meld requirement. So I don't think we should include red 3s because that doesn't go towards your meld requirement. Melds, canastas only. Purpose is to compare against meld requirement. Show, let's see. Also would want to display add visual meld requirement. Make meld requirement visible. Alongside meld score. And fully review play score. Okay, so let's do that first because that's what we were doing. And I just realized that play score is implicated, well, rather also check to see if meld requirement is properly coded to check against total round scores or total score and not round score. If checking round score would be errant logic. Alright, so let's go and review. Let me put this in its own thing so I don't forget. Meld requirements. Review. So we're going to review meld requirement. Search for round score. Okay, we don't need to change the name of that. Round score is fine. So let's look at play score again. Let's finish going through it. So we iterate through meld regards, self melds for meld in the meld group. We iterate through that. We get the wildcard canasta check count. This is just our wildcard count. It should be just called wildcard count. That then we iterate through each card in the meld. If the card rank suit is in, if it's a wild card, then we increment the wild card count, and then we get increment the play score based on the rank of the card from the ranks dictionary, which associates each rank with the appropriate score value of it. And then after we have iterated through the meld, we check to see if the length of the meld is greater than or equal to 7, and if it is, we know it's a canasta. Then we say if the wildcard count is equal to 7, we get a play score of plus 1,000 because that's a wildcard canasta. If the wildcard count is greater than 0, then it's a mixed canasta, which means the play score is plus 300, and then if you get no wild cards in it, it's a natural canasta, so it's 500. And now this is going to be a mixed canasta, and then this one is going to be a natural canasta. Okay. Yeah, so all that's good. And then we return play score. And that's all we want is yeah, that's it. Nothing else. Just that. Okay, let's continue. Alright, if current player play score is greater than or equal to current player dot meld requirement. So we're checking the current player play score now, and this is in draw discard pile attempt to check hand match. So yeah, we definitely would want to check the play score and not the round score. So if current player round score is greater than or equal to current player mode requirement and length, current player round score. Yeah, we definitely wouldn't want to do that. And next one here is going to be if current player play score is less than current player meld requirement, and this is inside of the same function. So we know that we would need to check play score, not round score. Not round score. Then we have current player play score is less than current player mode requirement. So if the play score is less than the mode requirement, this is still in the same function. Current player round score is less than current player mode requirement. Your round score wouldn't be correct. Same thing here. Play score is less than meld requirement. We don't want to check the round score there. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Alright, now this is in a different function. Draw, discard, pile, wildcard, prompt. Draw, discard, pile, wildcard, prompt. Yeah, so this is, yeah, we're not going to want to use the round score for any of this, but the question really is play score sufficient? And I think it is, because it checks the played cards and the melded cards. Yeah. Yeah, it would always, like, in this case, we're trying to draw from the discard pile, but we need it did not meet the meld requirement, so we created a play card meld, which is in the play cards, using the face-up discard. So it would be properly calculated, and then if we added a wild card to it, it would be in play cards. It would be properly calculated because it would include the wild card from in the play cards. And yeah, as long as that was greater than the meld requirement, we're good. Definitely don't want to use the round score. So if the current player play score is less than the current player meld requirement, then we say while the length of the current player hand wildcard ref list is greater than 0, and current player play score is less than the meld requirement. So as long as both of those are true, we wouldn't want to use round score. Okay, here's another one. While that's true, our attempted meld does still not reach the meld requirement. You currently have play score points and have that many wild cards left. Yeah, so we definitely want to use play score there. And this one we wouldn't want to use round score, obviously. So we have current player play score. One. If current player play score is less than the meld requirement, and this is inside of valid play check and sort, so this would definitely be correct. Yeah, because we've already appended to play cards and all that. So current player play score is less than current player meld requirement. So we definitely wouldn't want to check the round score. There's nothing to do. Sorry, but the value of your play cards. Yep. It's correct. It's wouldn't show that if they'd already met the meld. calculate if current player play score is greater than or equal to current player meld requirement. So this is inside valid play check and sort. Is greater than the meld requirement. Yep, that's all that matters. Round score, we don't want to use that there. And let's see. This is in when out check. And would we want to use round score here? At any time we're comparing against a meld requirement, we are not going to look at the round score. It's that simple. So let's get rid of that. Simply append the round score to the finish round score. It's a round score. Review. Here's one I missed. Gonna meet the mode requirement. So this is inside of draw discard pile, attempt to check a hand match. Okay, if the play score is less than, then you do that requirement. Your score is current play score. That's right. We definitely wouldn't want to use the round score there. Okay, so this is this is in when out check. This is if they have a canasta, if they're going out. Yeah, this is where we calculate the round score. Okay. This is where we, this is where we calculate the round score, because calling it calculates it. Yeah, and that's where we would want to use round score. And then we append the round score to the finish round score. Okay, and then we have finish round scores append current player round score. I suppose we could do that. Because the only place that round score is evoked is right here. that's it. There's nothing else. So technically, inside of the round score property calculation, we could have it do that, because it gives us the current player's round score and the other player's round score, and that would append it to each associated player's finished round score. So inside of it, it would append. So we would go to, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll comment this out, and then I'll put so now we'll go to, let's see, back up here. Let's minimize these. Copy this so I got the name right. So before we return the round score, we'll say self dot finished round scores, finished rounds, finished rounds scores. So now we can go back over here. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, we're done with that. Okay, so total score is greater than or equal to 3,000, meld requirement is equal to 20, return meld requirement else, which means if meld requirement internal is not equal to none, then meld requirement equals self underscore meld requirement. And then we say meld requirement equals self underscore meld requirement. Self underscore meld requirement equals a none. Return meld requirement. Self underscore self meld requirement is equal to none. We calculate it. Don't do anything to the internal. Okay? And then if it's not equal to none, then we say meld requirement is equal to self underscore meld. So if meld requirement internal is not equal to none, then we set meld requirement equal to self underscore, and then we set internal meld requirement equal to none. But how could meld requirement ever not be equal to none? How could meld requirement internally not be equal to none? Doesn't make sense. Like, why do we even need this? Derivative of another one. Like, this is derivative of the getter and is never directly set. Yeah, this is just, it shouldn't be this way. I don't know why did I do that? Was there some reason? Nah, dude, there's no way. There's no reason for that. Yeah, there's no reason for this. There's no reason to have it this way. There's no reason. Like, it should just be that. It shouldn't be anything else going on. Just this. Meld requirement equals 0. Yeah, so property meld requirement takes self, meld requirement is equal to 0. If total score is, oh yeah, and we're checking total score. Let's see. So should we check total score here? This total score. So total score is less than 0. Total score is the sum of finished round scores. That's simple. But is that right? Isn't it? Is it supposed to go off of your total? Well, yeah, because it goes per round, and at the end of each round, you get the finished round score, right? So each round, your meld requirement gets recalculated. Meld requirement is only set once per round. So this is correct, I think. Yeah, this is correct. So we're good there. Alright, so that's what we're going to do next. We're going to merge server refactor with server to try to tidy up the project there. And yeah. Alright, so that's it for now. And we'll see you all next time.